and I have been living in Southeast Asia off and on for the last 3 years. And having an opportunity to immerse in the culture in this part of the world has given me an insight that there's something going on here within the lifestyle, within the belief system of the people. And therefore I've become more interested about what is this that makes it different. And so it seems to me it must be Buddhism. I've been living in Luang Prabang, Laos. We have upwards of 30-some temples that are active in a small community. And the entire atmosphere of this small town is really infused with this Buddhist culture. So I'm here with Supawan Green today, and she's going to answer some questions for me about what it is to practice Buddhism and what makes Buddhism a viable and very vital factor in our world today.
Right.
I have this book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, what was it that before I show you the book? What was it?
Would it have been from Ian and Sally?
No. What was it that we were talking about?
We're talking about the User's Guide to Life.
Where were we? Love karma.
Getting a chance to come back around. The life on the earth cycle life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Choosing to
Palami.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Palami. You asked about the word luck, right? Yeah. The word luck in Thailand we call chok di, but when you talk about, have a chance to bump into a teacher who can take you to this jailbreaking route, we use the word palami, which I talk about it in this book. The User Guide to Life, the Law of Karma, and the User Guide, these five thing on the list that is all in these two books. Have you got these two books? In fact, it is one book, but it's so thick, so I just chop into two books. So it's all come down to your perfection, your palami, whether your previous life, have engaged into this kind of practice or not, have seen the teachers or not. Okay, so which affect this lifetime, or even though you don't have any kind of this seedling in the previous life, but if this lifetime you have a chance to try to think it a bit more profoundly about life, about trying to find the true meaning of life, and about all these problems that happen, and trying to make you to search, you can still have the beginning, on to walk this path. Otherwise, all this life form, got to travel in this samsara, sometimes for eons, to be able to come to this lifetime, at least one lifetime, to stumble onto Buddhism, because not every lifetime that you come
so
to born as it is, because it takes a long time for a Buddha to come to earth. Sometimes you're born as human, but if there is no Buddha come to be born and enlightened, you won't have a chance to learn. So that will be a waste of human birth, because then you can go to do any unwholesome deed and then take you around the samsara again, and then go around again, for eons, and then come back again. To have a chance to stumble onto Buddhism, especially stumble onto a teacher who can guide you to do the jailbreaking, it's just so rare. So anyone who have a chance to do this, to stumble onto this, is got to be considered so extremely, utterly lucky. Utterly lucky. So the Thai people saying that you must not waste your life to be born as a human and stumble onto Buddhism, which means that you got to really work hard, practice hard, trying to do the jailbreaking in this lifetime.
And so, because I'm new to this, What is the experience outside of jail?
The experience outside of jail, you can have a test of it by bring your mental self back home, okay? Every time that you use your mental eyes to know your breathing, movement, and sensation, and you experience that inner peace, okay, that is already the taste of this jailbreaking, of this nirvana. It's just so simple. People, you know, when they hear the word nirvana, oh, got to be something so grander. But nothing grander about it. It's just the sheer simplicity. I've talked about it in my Thai book. Sheer simplicity, sheer ordinariness. So every time that you can gain your inner peace by doing meditation or bring your mental self back home, that is a small taste of it already. But this is just more permanent. That's all. This thing is just more permanent. Okay, so it's something that everyone can have a taste of it. Can have a taste of it. And also the last thing, I know you're tired now, so I'm going.
I think I'm just full to the brim. Lots of information.
Okay. We all heard about there are no two humans who have the same type of gene. We heard about this scientific fact, right? But do you notice that they do not explain to you why there are no two humans have
Same gene pool.
have the same gene? Do they explain why?
No.
No, they don't. They just say that
we don't.
we don't. But why? Okay. The law of karma can explain. And explain right now from here, this life form. Okay? From this life form. Can I just put the book away somewhere? Okay. So start from right now first. You, okay? This is your life form. There are no two persons who can have exactly the same perceptions. Sensory perceptions. Okay? No two persons. Okay? For example, if you lead your life in a day in Bangkok, and a day life and a night life in Bangkok, your perception are totally different. Right? Here, take it a bit closer. The Siamese twin in Nanjan, you know that joint, the joint twin, okay? Even the joint twin, one will look at the left, one look at the right. Is it true? Can you see that? If I look at my left, my perception is different from look at the right. Can you see that? It's very obvious. So therefore, if the perceptions are different, the Jerry will be different too. If I look at the left, I may think like this. If I look at the right, I may think like this. Can you see that?
Sure.
So there are no, perception is very, very personal, very individual, okay? Because you cannot spend time, even Siamese twin, joint twin, you know, if they spend time together, their perception is still different because one look left, one look right. If they join like this, one look up, one look down, or one look in, okay? So there are no two persons on earth who can have exactly the same perceptions. Can you agree with that?
I agree.
Okay? So therefore, there are no two persons on earth who can think exactly the same due to the different perceptions. Can you agree with that? So no two person on earth who can think exactly the same. Okay? So all that Jerry is all different. Okay? So once the Jerry are different, every time that you think, you speak, you act, okay? We all send the karmic material into our, what's it? Okay, so let's come to the point of death. Of death, okay? Come to the point of death. This is the false, this is just the shell. So this shell will die and then stay on earth. This shell is made up of earth, water, wind, and fire. So earth to earth, wind, water to water, all these things. It stay on earth. This is the fake one. But the real one, okay, a true self, or Tom and Jerry, when we die, this one will call die in in Pali term, they call juti. Juti. Juti, it means shift from one plane and then born or upabat in another plane according to your action, to your karmic material that you have sent to build the house in all these different worlds. Because this one, your true self, okay, your true self, your consciousness, need to have a plane, a sphere, a realm to be with. So in the human realm, okay, in the human plane, you need this shell to be with, to be with. And then this lifetime as well, you have the chance, the opportunity to choose whether which plane, which sphere that you want to go after you die from here.
So you can choose.
You can choose by acting
Action.
accordingly.
Okay.
Think accordingly, speak accordingly, and act accordingly. Because every time that you think, you speak, and then you act, all this Jerry has been sent to create the house to wait for you in your next rebirth, basically. In your next rebirth. Every time that you think, okay, you speak, you act, all these are karmic force, a karmic material that you yourself send it along first to build the house waiting for you after you leave this plane, this earth plane.
Wow.
Okay, so no one, I mean, this is not done by a person. Okay, it's not done by a person or a god with the white hair. No, this is the law of karma, the law of action, which is very much like the law of gravity. It's a natural law, but this natural law is made up of the action. Okay, very scientific based. Okay, so every time that people think, speak, or act, okay, they already send the karmic material, piece of wood, cement, all this brick, and then nail and wood, to build the next way for you. So all this that you send, okay, it's more or less like a visa. A visa. If I want to go into America, I have to go to the American embassy, okay, to ask the permission to enter your country, to enter the plane. So please stamp me the visa. So that's why I call this realm the land of opportunity, because you got the choice, you got the choice to choose whether you want to do good deed, bad deed, or non-action. Okay, so every time that you do that, you send the karmic material to build the house and wait for you. Okay, so we do it all the time, in your daily life. The action that you do is so often, every time you will send, right? So that is the one part that you need to understand. And then all this, we got the Jerry that called the memory box. So this memory box save all the data base of your action. From the moment that you were born until you know what is good and bad, and then until you die. It save all the database of your own karmic action in here. Part of them already sent away, and another part is all save up in here. So this is your hard drive. Okay, so when you die, this part, your fake self, false self, stay here on this earth plane. But your true self, as Tom and Jerry, will move on as a whole package, like that. Move on. Juti, as a whole package, as Tom and Jerry. As for move to where, it all depends on which realm, which plane, that the house that you send the karmic material, build the house until the roof already gone, built, and then the chimney pot already come up. It will go according to how far you have built the house. So this whole Tom and Jerry will juti, which is shift, and then upabat, it means rebirth in whatever realm. It's all come down to the karmic material that you go. Okay? And then you will go to stay in that plane, in that realm, in that sphere, until the end of your lifespan. Just like this lifespan, it take up to what, 70, 80, 90, 100 the most. Okay? And then, but all these two plane, the lifespan is in the middle range, but these two plane, the lifespan is quite long. It's quite long. But no matter how short or how long it is, every realm all have a chance to come back to this earth plane again. So when you go and then you kind of deserve the action that you do, this is not permanent. So when you finish, you all come back here, come back to this earth plane again, okay? And when you come back, Tom and Jerry come back. Okay? Because Tom and Jerry left, and then this, or the database that you do in your previous life is of collecting in this element that called memory box. Okay, in this memory box. So this whole thing come back again. So at birth, okay, the Buddha said that the factor of human birth got to have 3 factors. That is, the woman got to have the eggs that is ready to be germinated, to be
Fertilized.
Fertilized. Okay, so you got to have the egg, and then you got to have the conception activity, and then you got to have the 3rd factor, which is ก้าวลงสู่คัน ก้าวลงสู่คัน is mean the entering of the soul, the entering of the soul, of the spirit, entering into the womb, yeah.
When is
which
it
is
believed to happen?
so. This is the part that I don't know the detail, but this is the whole concept. So when it enters, step into the womb, is the stepping of the whole Tom and Jerry, the whole Tom and Jerry, with all your previous database.
Oh, great.
With all your, so listen to this part. So once this thing step into the womb, it is this Jerry, okay, the memory and the Sankhara Jerry begin to build this body, this physical body, into either male or female, into good looking or ugly, into clever or stupid or not so clever, into wealthy or poor, into this and that, having friends, lots of friends, or having no friend, or this thing. Okay, it's so built by your own karmic force, your karmic property that you've been carrying around with you all the time. Okay, so you go to all this realm, all this, it doesn't disappear. When they finish, you come back. It's also Tom and Jerry come back, and it is this Jerry that come to build this body. Okay, which answer to the question why there are no 2 humans have the same type of gene. Because your own action built this body. Can you see that? You see that? And which starting from, there are no 2 humans that have exactly the same perceptions. So it comes from this, and then it go round. So this explanation can explain in full circle. Can you see the full circle? So it is our own karma. It is our own karmic material that come back to build this body, you know, into what we are now, into what we are with the, you know, this and that. That's why there are no 2 humans that are having exactly the same gene.
Wow.
You see this? Okay, so come back to end this. So if you have a chance to come back to this land of opportunity, okay, the wise people would choose to do this 3rd karma. And this 3rd karma is nothing more than help you to do this jailbreaking. Jailbreaking is that start to do, use your mental eyes to know your breathing, movement and sensation without using much Jerry. When you do this, okay, bring your mental self back home. You are doing the jailbreaking. Once you can breaking to free yourself permanently. You don't have to come back to this prison of life again. So this is the best thing on earth. God, the tree of life, Nirvana, Tao, the ultimate truth, the innocent perception is all here. So this is it. Okay,
Wow.
and you are lucky enough to know about this part, the jailbreaking part,
Which is
Okay.
the practice.
which is all come down to the practice. That's all there is to it. What you need to do is just keep on practice until you are the natural. Okay, once you are the natural, everyone will have to go through their own individual enlightenment, ultimate enlightenment, which is come out from here, and then only you would know it. Only you yourself would know it, because this is the mechanism of nature, of natural element. If you put in the course like this, by practice the four foundation of mindfulness, you will have the effect or the result as being detached from Jerry, and can detach completely, come out completely from all these boxes, and then you're free.
Wow.
And then that's it. That is the ultimate goal of life. And then when you reach that, your duty toward yourself as a human being simply finish. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's nice to know that there is a full stop in life, an actual full stop. Whereas this worldly, this crazy world, there is no full stop. It just go on and on
It
and on.
does too. It doesn't
Even
end.
the intellectual knowledge, there is no full stop in there. If you have your doctorate degree, let's say 3 years ago, come to now 3 years is a long time. The knowledge go on all the time, and it's just like getting yourself on this hamster wheel. Then you got to go on like this all the time. There is no full stop, and it's so exhausting.
It is.
Whereas this practice, there is truly a stop. So you just keep on, work hard and practice yourself until you have your own enlightenment, leave the prison of life, and then that's it. You rest, and then become a teacher, helping others to do the jailbreaking.
Very
Right.
good. Thank you so much.
I really enjoyed
This is much
talking
more
to
than
you.
I expected.
Yeah, I
wonderful.
really enjoy it.
Very much. Thank you.
Okay.
I am the lucky one.
Yes, you are the population of
That's
the
right. I'm
the-
one of
the
the
horn.
horns on the cow.
Oh, horn on the cow, yeah.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Supawan.
Yes,
That's
you're very
really
welcome.
wonderful.
I really hope that this wisdom, this knowledge can be a bit more,
Right.
spread out
Right. Scattered.
to
Scattered out
the
on the-
wider
yes,
audience.
yes,
So
yes.
hopefully people will spot it, and then can always come to join my retreat, Supawan Green. Just email to.
Excellent.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Bye then. Yeah.
Very good.
Right. You can rest now. Thank you. I thought the 2 hours I brought you to 5 o'clock. Oh my God. Right. No more now.
We covered a
I
lot of
made you
territory.
another cup of tea.
Alrighty then.